Jesus and Hitler had been living together for almost 2 years now. They did everything together. Go shopping, shower, having intense fuck sessions with teenage slave boys rented from the local Jewish temple. They were like an old married couple, except for one thing. They weren't married. Hitler sought to remedy that. Hitler wrestled Jesus down onto the floor one afternoon and gave the Lord the best blowjob he possibly could, completing with rimming and the stinky pinky. After our Savior blew his load and shared salty kiss with the Führer, he felt something cold slide down onto his softening member. Looking down, he saw it, a gold cock ring with the biggest diamond this side of the Nile. "Oh, Addie, does this mean what I think it means?" Hitler was too choked up to say anything, but he nodded. Jesus threw his arms around the Aryan hunk. "Oh, Hitler, you have made me the happiest girl in the world." He paused. "But we'll have to get my father's permission first, and he doesn't know I'm gay. We'll have to go to heaven to talk to him." Hitler was confused, but Jesus explained this plan to him, and he agreed. That night they snuck into Pontius Pilate's palace and started murdering every woman and child they could find. They stole from room to room, crushing skulls and slitting throats until a centurion found a little girl with her brains splattered on the floor and raised the alarm. The Lord and the Führer were soon caught, and they were taken to Golgotha to be executed. "This way," explained the Anointed One. "We won't be committing suicide." Hitler agreed that was a good plan. Soon after they were crucified, they both died and ascended to heaven. There they went into God's living room. Jesus started to introduce Hitler, but God cut him off.
"I know him. He did some good work for me in the future."
He gave Hitler a friendly smile, which made him feel uncomfortable. Jesus spoke. "Dad, I have something to tell you. Hitler and I, well..."
"Go on, son."
We're gay. We want to get married," Jesus blurted out.
"What? That's impossible. No son of mine is a homo."
God raised his hand to slap Jesus, but he was crying too hard. "It's okay, Dad, really. Me and Hitler love each other, and we want to spend the rest of our lives together. We came here today because we want your permission to marry." God sighed.
"Okay, son, if it will make you happy."
He leaned in to give Jesus a kiss on the forehead, but he missed and ended up making out with Jesus. They separated, but it was so hot that they were back at each other soon enough.
"Oh God, what am I doing?"
said God. He tore off his clothes. Hitler was already nude, and Jesus slipped off his toga with a shrug. They did everything. Chain bangs, DP, Effling. God even turned off gravity for an even wider positions, and switched genders a few times for laughs. Jesus was a hog and tried to get to his father, and boyfriend to abuse him with both their schlongs at the same time, but Hitler and God managed to share a few intimate moments. After nearly 4 hours of wild lovemaking, all three gods were exhausted. They lay in a puddle of sweat and semen. Jesus was bruised and bleeding, but his father brought a potion from the local merchant for 2 gold and healed him. After that, he sent the 2 lovebirds back to Earth to get married in a traditional Jewish ceremony. He was sad to see them go, but he knew that he'd just been the third wheel. He went to his bedroom, turned on the TV, and poured himself some scotch.